Better just let it go. Now I know you can 180 up that. I had to wax this motherfucker. That was good. I'm gonna bury my wax here so I always have it. That's pretty inconspicuous. Dump the garbage away. I get a little bit better ice right here. It's just about a tire height ledge. Carnage! I finally went down to the core on the side there. I'm gonna have to rotate that around.
Fucking send it this time, man. You got it. I mean, mosquitoes are tasting my blood. Nice. Looking at this thing, holy shit. Because it's flat. This is a fucking flat bank, dude, right up until here. And
Yeah, it's like
it's just like you're going.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Doesn't help that it's like dark, but it's about what, like a bike length of a jump, maybe a little.
Shit, more than that. Yeah, it's bigger than a
Yeah, a little
bike
bit more. Okay. Walking around at night here, filming an outro. This is like where gophers live or whatever. Sorry for disturbing them. Anyway, I'm filming an outro because I just got back from some dirt jumps. As you may have already seen, this lady's looking at me like I'm fucking weird. We're about to turn some lights on here in the truck and get a little bit of atmosphere. She's probably gonna like rob the store. Maybe you turn this one off, maybe have the light just face one way. So yeah, I'm tired. It's like 12 o'clock right now. I've hit a different level of comfort. I also hurt my foot again, but there's things that have been locked away from me for a while now. You know, mental blocks things that I know I could do physically, but I wasn't willing to try, to put myself at risk. And it's been bothersome because, you have something kind of itching at you. You're like, I want to do that, but it's not worth it kind of thing. I'm not ready. I was driving along, and I felt different. I felt like I was finally ready to try a rail. And I'm not talking like, some down the stairs, El Toro fucking rail. I'm talking about a short, flat rail, maybe a little bit above peg height, like to where your tires maybe like this far off. I have a fear of rails. I'm sure many of you do too. But I felt a change in my brain, and I feel like I'm ready. And it's an odd sensation to just kind of like have something click just out of nowhere, and like I feel like I'm ready. So that happened recently. I also have been wanting to grind these aluminum bleachers pretty much since I started grinding, and I finally just did it. I had the confidence. I didn't hesitate. I didn't fear it. It ended up kind of sucking because I did the grind fine, but when I went to hop off, I didn't realize the chain link fence was so close to the bench that like when I hopped off, my handlebar got caught like in the chain link fence, and it kind of like ripped me off the bike. I didn't crash or anything, but it was very uncomfortable, and I didn't like that. It reassured in the back of my mind, not even in the back, in the forefront of my mind, that I do have the ability to do this. And it was just literally a mental block. And don't ignore your mental blocks. Don't, like, I see a lot of people, say like, oh, just go for it, man. Like, don't fight your mental blocks. Do things when you're ready. You can tell yourself all you want that your body's ready, and it might be physically, but if you can't put something together in your mind and visualize and then actually see yourself doing that comfortably, you're not ready to do it. There's a chance, of course, that you would land it. There's a chance that you'd be fine or whatever, and then you could get over that mental block real quick. But there's also a big chance that you could eat shit and break your fucking neck, and it's not worth it. At least it's not worth it in my opinion. Maybe with age comes wisdom. Maybe there's a lot of truth to that. It's hard to talk right now because my mouth is like moving slow. But I just think it's a really interesting thing, and it's really cool to experience it. Some root beer at 12 o'clock at night. By the way, Circle K has a deal. You get a king-size Reese's and a whatever size Polar Pop you want for $1. It's pretty cool if you love diabetes and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to kind of explain the progression I've been going through in my mind, and I do feel like the plastic pegs have unlocked a lot of things for me, but a lot of it is just being more experienced, riding for longer. You will get there. Just keep on riding, keep with it, and you'll get there. With certain tricks, things that you want to do, things that you want to accomplish on the bike, and in other parts of your life too. But with this kind of stuff, it's muscle memory. It's getting your body second nature to move a certain way, to jump, to coordinate all your body, synchronize everything up, and just do it second nature. Like, I don't have to think about it. Like, like when you hop up a curb for the first time, you have to like process, like, okay, this is how to get the front up, this is how to get the back up. Then you get to the point where you can just hop up whatever you want, pretty much, within reason. Same thing with any obstacle that you face, pretty much in life, but especially in BMX. Things that are scary, your brain is basically just mentally preparing for it. You're just not ready for something if it's scary, and a little bit of fear or a little bit of uncertainty is not a horrible thing, especially like if you're trying something new. You got to kind of feel it out, but do things gradually. It's not worth it to just fucking go for it and then hope things go the way that you want them to go. This guy's looking at me weird too. How's it going? He's like, oh, that guy's vlogging. video log. I know the little clips I showed you are nothing impressive, and you know, if you look at it and you've been riding for 2-3 years or whatever, maybe up to 40 years, you're gonna look at it and be like, that's nothing. But think back to when you first started riding, and think back to before you started riding, how impressive everything was to you. And I know everyone hits a plateau, like where you kind of just level out and you kind of can't do anything, but I haven't hit that plateau yet, which I'm thankful for, because there's still a lot of things that I want to do to be able to accomplish. And as you may know, I'm older. I'm gonna be 30 in a month or two, or whatever it is, fucking July. I'm gonna be 30 in July, the end of July. It's harder for me, and it's hard. I mean, obviously, just others my age, it's harder to learn things. Not necessarily in your brain or whatever, but it's harder to endure things. Your body doesn't heal as quick, you know. You don't have as much time to learn things because you're at work and you have previous obligations that you need to fulfill. It sucks because, you know, when you're younger, it's really the best time to learn is when you're young. Like, your body recoups like way faster. You can learn, just your brain is configured to learn as much as possible in a short time. You know, it's a survival thing, but your brain can just automatically adjust to whatever you need it to. And you can do that when you get older too, but it's not so bam, bam, bam. I so wish I started earlier. You know, that's probably my biggest regret currently, besides like the injuries I've had and stuff. Like, I do regret them happening. I don't regret the things I was doing that, you know, caused it. You know, like dirt biking. I don't regret all the fun I've had and stuff, like BMX now. I don't regret like working in construction and getting fucked up. Like, I regret that moment, you know, and I really, there are so many times like where I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I wish that wouldn't have happened, like, because it really does affect you so much. Like, my knee still feels like shit every day. You know, my obviously my foot feels horrible. It's rough. You know, aging sucks. But I also want to maximize the strength and ability that I do have currently, and use it to where, you know, I want to learn as much as I can, you know, before, you know, I'm too old to do this kind of stuff, you know, and which might be pretty soon, like if I keep on getting hurt. But this has turned into a really long rant. I just wanted to say, plain and simple, it's cool progressing. I hope you're progressing too. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.